gotta testify.
Hey guys, Zanzibar here, bringing you another video. I know it's been a while since I made the last video, but I've been a little busy with holidays and stuff, so here's another video nonetheless. Today I wanted to do a video on TradeSkillMaster, which if you've been in my streams at all, you've known a lot of people have been asking me to make a video for it, or just generally confused about what it is or how to use it. So basically what TSM is TSM is TSM is a lot of things. It has a lot of different components to it, but it makes running the auction house and doing whatever you need to do 20 times easier, 100 times easier. It's extremely easy. So this is the options for TradeSkillMaster. So basically what you have is in the basic TradeSkillMaster group is you're going to have groups and you're going to have just modules. Well, let me log off and show you what all the different add-ons you are going to want are, because you don't get everything with all. So here's all the TradeSkillMaster ones that I have. I have TradeSkillMaster, TradeSkillMaster Accounting, which pretty much just tracks your expenses and buying and stuff, or like how much money you're making. So it's pretty nice to see. Additions is just little other stuff. AuctionDB, auctioning. This one helps you with the auctioning, so I'd highly recommend that one if you're doing anything on the auction house. Crafting, it allows you to set up queues and stuff to craft. So for me, it's nice to when I'm making glyphs or something, because glyphs are very individual based. So it's like it's nice to be able to set up the queue and just have them all run at once, type of thing. Destroying helps you destroy. I haven't really got much use out of this one yet, but I'm just gonna try it out a little more and try to use it a little more. Item tracking just tracks your items. Mailing's a really nice one if you have a lot of stuff you're moving, so you don't have to like individually put it all in, or you don't have to be worried about spelling people's names wrong or something. You can just hit the TSM group for the mailing and it will mail it automatically. Shopping's for the auction house as well. It's I don't know, it just makes everything a little easier to read and stuff, and it shows you like price per item and things. It's really nice for just checking stuff quickly. Warehouse and auction, I haven't really used at all. I don't use them too much yet. Maybe I'll use them in the future, and I'll make an update video if I do, but I haven't used them at all yet. So, but TSM is a very good source to make money with. I mean, it's not going to make you money, but it helps you. It's a definitely a worthy thing to get. So let's start off with TSM groups. This is the main part of how TSM works. So here we in the groups tab, we have groups, right? So now let's say I wanted to make a group, and then well, let me start by saying groups basically control like how you use your TSM. So groups allow you to like put certain items in them, and then you can change your auctioning or mailing to do those certain things, right? So let's make a group called enchanting. So these are where I'm going to put all my enchanting materials, right? Unfortunately, I don't have any enchanting materials, but we'll just use whatever I have in my bag that isn't already in a group. Anyways, so here on the first screen, after you download all these add-ons, you'll have auctioning, crafting, mailing, shopping, and warehousing. So this is where you set up the different operations for each group, which modules and operations you can fix in here, but we'll worry about that later. So enchanting. So in the items tab is where you can add items that you want to be part of the group or you don't want to be part of the group. Ungrouped items are anything that's not part of a group already. So that is anything that's not in another group. So say I have this gems tab, all my gems that are in this gems group will not be shown in this add group, right? But like as soon as I add Artful Vermilion Onyx, it won't be shown in the gems either. So now it's not in here. So I added my Artful Vermilion Onyx to the enchanting group, which is an enchanting material, but whatever, it's not like a big deal. Import export, I don't touch at all. Unless you specifically have a need for it, I would not touch it, as well as management. But basically, you have this, and you add groups and you take them out. That's the big thing. Operations is probably the biggest thing about it. But so for operations, we have auctioning, right? Auctioning is posting things on the auction house. It also allows you to cancel. So let's create an auction group for this, and we'll call it tester. And we want to add that to our thing, obviously. And so for let's the general options. So we have match stack size. So this This is like, say I have linen cloth, right? But I only have 2 linen cloth. Do I want to match the stack size to everyone that's selling at 2 linen cloth, or do I want to match the stack size, or do I just want to do a general per item type thing? Is basically what that option means. It's nothing like too fancy, but I don't know. Some people like to do that. I don't really use that on anything because I always do per item based. So post. Let's go over all these settings. So duration is just how much duration. I like to set mine to 12 hours because I'm canceling a lot, which is part of this whole TSM thing. Post cap. This is how many you're going to post of each auction. This does not include stack size. So like say I wanted to post 3 stacks of 20. I would change this to 3. And then stack size. This is how big you want your stacks to be. So say I was doing gems. Obviously in gems I would only want 1 stacks of 1, right? Because people only buy 1 at a time. They're not going to buy like 100 at a time, right? And then this is if you don't have enough for a full post, it'll just put whatever's left in there. So it's kind of nice if you're doing like a bunch of linen cloth and you want to post the rest of it. So then for the auction price settings, this is just how much you're going to undercut by. So 1 copper because you don't want to, I mean you can undercut by more if you want, but it's not really a big deal. And then bid percent is just how much percentage of your buyout is your bid. So it's nothing too like complicated. Anyways, posting price settings. So posting price settings is how you determine how much you're going to post at, basically. So let's say for the gems, I don't want to post gems below 40 gold, let's say, because I'd be losing gold otherwise, right? So I'm going to set the minimum price to 40 gold. That means when below minimum, we will not post those items. Maximum price. Maximum price is basically if it's, I mean, when it's above maximum, we're gonna post it at the normal price, or like it's not gonna post above 500. So say some dudes posting gems at 6,000 gold, right? But our maximum price is 100 gold. Well, we won't post it because it's over 100 gold, right? And if it is above maximum, we want to post at the normal price, which is, for this case, 100 gold, which we could also change to like 50 gold or something. I mean, nothing too complicated here. And there's a bunch of different options here. These are I mostly go with the ones that already has, but you can mess around with that. So then cancel settings. Cancel settings are probably what's going to make you the most money. Basically, the options are pretty self-explanatory. Cancel undercut auctions. This is the big thing. You want this checked. If you want to keep some posted after you cancel them, you can do that too. I don't do that. Cancel repost higher. I don't do that either. So basically, what that means is if I post gems at 40 gold and someone posts them at 50 gold after me, and there's 10 gold in there between, if I can repost those higher, it will automatically repost those higher for me. Nothing too bad. Resets I don't do. So pretty self-explanatory. So crafting, I'll show you this on my crafting toon. Mailing's another good one. So let's make a new mailing thing and let's add it to our enchanting group. So mailing, creating mailing operation, tester. Yes, we want to add it. So we want to mail this to a specific character. I'll mail this to my rogue, which is the one I'm going to be logging on. Nice. I don't know how to spell my rogue's name. So I spell it. So you just put the target player in there, okay. And then if you want to keep a certain quantity in your bag, so say you don't want to send all your enchanting materials or gems or whatever to a certain character, you can do that. And this all send to max quantity. That's pretty simple. Shopping, I don't really mess with. Warehousing, I don't mess with. So let's go down to the auction house real quick. So basically what you want to do, this is the shopping tab with TSM. So you can type in, like, let's say Golden Lotus, for instance. So I want to look at Golden Lotus to see how much they are per item, right? So Golden Lotus is a very, oh, see? Perfect. I'm going to buy all these. Because I buy them at 38 gold, 39 gold, still pretty good for me. I still make a ton of profit, so I'm going to buy those. I don't want to buy those, though. I'll let them drop a little bit more. But basically, you can see items. You can sort by how much price per item. So you can see, it doesn't matter what stacks they are. You can just sort by price per item. You can see what the seller is, percent market value, things like that. It's pretty self-explanatory. So let's look at, like, primordial rubies, let's say. So primordial rubies have a bunch of different options, right? Because you can have, like, brilliant primordial rubies, delicates. You can have normal brilliant primordial, or normal primordial rubies. So it's going to scan all the pages for you. And it's going to show you the price per item eventually. Okay, so we got them. So we can see that primordial rubies on my server are selling for 33 gold, 79 silver each, and you can see that this is the lowest price for them, which is really bad. Someone really wanted to mess with the market there. And then, but you can also see what brilliant primordial rubies are, for example. The nice thing is you can see them all over here. So like some days like I want to see like what I want to go down like all the MLP herbs and just see what they are because I buy them a lot. So I wouldn't buy those. I can just keep clicking on them because it keeps all your recent searches over here. I don't know. It makes scanning the auction house a lot quicker. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go over to auctioning. So basically, to do auctioning, you just want to, I mean, there's a couple different things you want to do. So let's say I wanted to post all my enchanting things, which is just the artful ones, if you remember. So I want to start a post scan, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to scan every single page of groups in your thing, and it's going to show you what can I post this at. Well, I can post my artful Vermilion Onyx at 77 gold. Maybe I don't want to post it. Maybe I only want to post them if they're 100, right? So I want to skip that. That's basically what you do. Is if you didn't want to post it at 77 gold, you'd want to skip it. But if you want to post it, all you do is hit post, right? So now it's posted to the auction house. And so that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Pretty easy. And this will do everything. It'll do it for everything in your group all at once. So you can walk away for like 5 minutes while it scans everything. You just post them all at once. You don't have to sit here and watch it. Pretty easy. And so let's say I thought I got undercut by someone. 10 minutes later, let's say I thought I got undercut. Well, let's start a cancel scan. And this will scan the auction house for everything in that group, and it'll check to see if you've been undercut. Oh, well, let's look. Artful Vermilion Onyx that I just posted is my buyout, my seller, or the seller that's currently undercutting me or not undercutting me, and it says in the info is your auction has not been undercut. So that's good. So our auction hasn't been undercut, so we're going to keep it up there, right? Okay, that's good. Okay, now let's go talk about the crafting tab, because this is I just learned about this today. Actually, I had never used this before, and I think it's a great supplement. It's not something that's needed where TSM auctioning is definitely needed, but this is something that will help you tremendously. Oops. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to so for your TSM, you'll have your groups, right? So I have a group that's my thumbnail glyphs. So these are all my glyphs, right? These are all the ones I make, things like that. And making glyphs is extremely painful. Oh my, you have no idea how painful crafting is until you start making glyphs. Glyphs are the most annoying thing, because what you have to do with glyphs is you have to have your where's my ink of the seas? I have to have my ink of dreams. I have to have my ink of dreams, right? And I have to look to see what glyph I want to make. So let's say I want to make I don't know, glyphs. Let's say I want to make a glyph of deterrence. I need celestial ink. I'd have to buy celestial ink from this person. I have to buy 3 of them every single time I have to do a glyph, right? Because I don't know which ones are which. I mean, I could probably write it down and have it like a little more streamlined or whatever, but I just don't. So so basically what this does is for all my glyphs on my all my glyphs that I have in my TSM group. So I have my groups, my 2 male glyph. These are all the glyphs that I sell, right? I can import that with an operations. I can do my operations, my glyph operations. And so this is how many I want to make. I want to make 4 as my restocking, right? And I want to at minimum restock 1. So say you want to restock at minimum 5, right? I don't know. It's up to you. It's pretty self-explanatory stuff. Relationships management I don't deal with. So then I can go to TSM groups, right? I'm gonna clear this queue. Everything always deals with TSM groups. So I got my TSM groups, right? So I have my 2 male glyph, right? This is my so this is my 2 male glyph, right? And so I want to restock the selected group, right? So this is going to put everything in queue. And now the nice thing about this is down below it shows me exactly how much of each thing I need to create to restock it. So for instance sake, I need 129 inks of the sea. So instead of buying them all individually when I'm looking at the glyphs, I can just do it all at once, which is really nice. And then you can just keep crafting next down and down. Super simple. So it's going to create glyph of the Lyra of the Ox or something, which I don't know if that's a good glyph or not, but it's in the queue, so it'll just do it all at once. The final part is the mailing. Mailing is one of the nicest parts. Because sometimes I'll get over 100 stacks of things, right? And I don't have 100 bag spots, and you know how long it would take me to go like send mail to Zanzibar, and then I have to like mail him my party grenades. I don't know. Well, instead, we can go groups, enchanting, mailing, which we already did, Valenisa. So it'll send all my things to Valenisa. And we go to the mailbox, TSM groups, and then so that was part of my enchanting group, so we want enchanting group, right? We want to mail selected groups, and it should mail my artful thing. But unfortunately, that's on the auction house, so it won't send anything. I don't know. It's a pretty quick guide. It's nothing too fancy, but if you guys have more questions or anything, I know I went over a little fast. I want to keep the video a little short. I don't know. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. If you like the video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. I'm streaming almost every day now on twitch.tv/zanzans. The link will be below as well. I don't know. If you guys got any comments or anything, please put them below. I'll also be doing a 100 subscriber giveaway on my YouTube. It'll be a battle.pet, one of these shop ones. One of these guys. You can choose, the winner can choose whatever one they want. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I'll be doing that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. TSM is a pretty good way to make some gold, to say the least. So anyways, have a nice rest of your week, and good luck making gold.